Shea Field at Arrowhead. Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And we're off from Arrowhead. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Here's 2nd and 7. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. They're set up at the 35 now. They've got a man in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. Finds his man, Rice. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second and 6 coming up here. Right back to Pacheco. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They send the tight end in motion. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And that will not be enough for a first down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing again, Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. Another throw for Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Kansas City. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida, a super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. With a couple of interceptions, he's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Got it deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now they got to be special.
The Colts are ready for the punt. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. No return on that punt. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Now 3rd and 5.
Here's Mahomes. Finds a man right side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Doesn't make the connection. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it's going to be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Mahomes splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Again, Mahomes to throw. He has the 1st over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Back to the air, Mahomes. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs pull out in front further, 13-zip. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can, and certainly was effective.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. McCole Hardman now on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Colts with their offense out, their second drive coming up. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Putting a receiver in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Gets this one to Pierce. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Hits him on the out route. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Milton Williams making the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll throw again. Richardson. Quick slant into the hands of Downs. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To throw, Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
Fourth down's going to bring out Matt Gay and the Colts field goal unit for the first time. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
1st down from the red zone. Into traffic, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. It's a 2-score game early. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing again, Mahomes. Catch is made in close. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Another throw for Mahomes. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 20-zip lead. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the champ for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21. Butker on now to kick this one away. Wangu now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Colts are ready to take the field. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Colts. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Motioning the tight end now. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. First down, ball at the 36. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He locates Adonai Mitchell. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He'll throw it yet again. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Richardson back to throw. This one finds Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 16. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. 2nd and 3 now. They bring the tight end in motion. From the 16. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Has it in close. Now hang on. Looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Now Richardson to throw. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts get it back to a 14-point game. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. First down throw, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Juju Brents with a stop. All right, here we go, second down.
Second and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Third and short, here's Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. Second and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
It's Pacheco again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Dump off caught by his back. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. The Chiefs looking to punt on fourth down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. From the gun, Taylor. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Taylor again. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Connection made to Tremble. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Short side option here. He's running left. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game. And
he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. He gets a half dozen on the carry. That's also going to bring up 3rd and 6. Throwing now, Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, it's Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Taken in by Pierce. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Here's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Coaching youth football, Kate, this is where the kids like to say, it's starting to get real. It's starting to get real for this offense. They've got to find some solutions. This deficit, it's getting bigger, and that sack isn't helping matters. Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Has his man, it's Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Completed over the middle. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Another throw for Mahomes. On target to Worthy. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 3 now. Back to the air, Mahomes. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Again, Mahomes to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Man in motion here. Throwing again, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
So that brings us to halftime here in KC. It's the Chiefs who've got the advantage heading into the locker rooms. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. Brock Purdy, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. From there, we're off to check out another game, and you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you, and you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He got off to a hot start with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, threw another for good measure in the second quarter. So he has been on target throughout.
Hardman with a return. This return makes it up to the 25. Indianapolis getting its offense out there to start off this second half. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
He's in trouble, and the Chiefs bring him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Chiefs in a nickel set for this 3rd down call. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Lays out left side and gets it. The rookie out of Colorado, the one to bring him down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A counter give here to Pacheco. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Brought down by Julian Blackman. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Juju Brents with a stop. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Mahomes here from the gun on third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First down throw, Mahomes. He's got it over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 45-yard line.
They motion the tight end over. From the 45 on 2nd down. Finds his man, it's Worthy. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Pacheco hauls it in. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 3 yards almost gets him back to even, but it's going to be 3rd and 11 now. Tight end going in motion here. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. That's incomplete left side.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And the game stays at 11.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Gets this to Woods. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down throw here from Richardson. He's got Pierce. And they take him down right along the 30. 2nd and 3 now. Sending the tight end in motion left. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Finds Woods. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They'll throw again, Richardson. Dumped off to his running back. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. It's inside the 10. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's Richardson. The Chiefs get to him, and he's dropped. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Get into the red zone, and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
The throw is caught. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
You get to that money down, that third down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Massive hit, the ball is out! And they steal it back on the return.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys in Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
On first down, it's Richardson. Taken in by Pierce. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes.
He has the Indianapolis touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now the Colts leaving the offense out there. They're going to try for 2.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's a toss to the left. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Chiefs are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. They send the tight end in motion. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Tight end in motion left. From the 30 on 2nd down. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Pressure coming from Mahomes. That's caught for the first. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
He puts together a gain of 2, and we are at the end of our third quarter. Only one quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the third. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs push this to an 8-point game. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs push the lead to 2 scores now. Butker on now to kick this one away. Wangu now to return. Returns looking good so far. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out.
At their own 36-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Gets this one to Pierce. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Taylor now up the middle. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Just short on 3rd down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on 4th?
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Chiefs offense out to take over. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. good yardage with a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Again, Mahomes to throw. That's Worthy running the slant. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. And on 3rd down, the Colts going with a nickel here. Putting the tight end in motion. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down here at the 16. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing again, Mahomes. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Another throw for Mahomes. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. But it slips through. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
A 25-yard attempt.
Up and good from Blankenship. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Wangu now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Escapes out to the left. He's running with it. That one goes for 25 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
1st down throw here from Richardson. On target to his man Taylor. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Escapes the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Motioning the tight end now. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And they get this down to the 28. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 16. Man in motion, headed right. They'll throw again, Richardson. Hauled in by Downs. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing it again here. Rolling left behind. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Richardson now. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Colts losing by 9. So now here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chiefs and Xavier Worthy back in possession here. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Right back to Pacheco. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. He'll go to a knee to close this one out, Brock, and it's only fitting that he's holding the ball in the end after the absolutely tremendous game that he had.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So score this a win for the Chiefs. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win.